He nearly died on the Titanic, but a major business crisis saved his life. Hershey's. A Hershey chocolate bar has probably been eaten by nearly every kid in this country at least once. The Hershey chocolate bar is known around the world. But did you know that the Hershey chocolate factory is almost a little more than 100 years old? Moreover, did you know that Milton Hershey had many failures as a business owner before starting Hershey Chocolate? Milton Hershey was born in Derry Township, Pennsylvania on the 13th of September, 1857. His upbringing in a rural area of Pennsylvania taught him valuable characteristics such as determination and hard work. Hershey's family moved a lot, which prevented him from getting a proper education after grade 4. Hershey, as a teenager, got tired of traveling and eventually moved to New York in search of some permanent employment. Milton began working for Joseph Royer at Lancaster Confectionery Shop in 1872. While working, Hershey's mother, Fanny Hershey, realized Hershey was being used as a cleaning man instead of a candy maker in the confectionery. She went straight to the owner and asked if he could teach him how to make candy instead of making him sweep floors. It was there that Hershey first learned about candy making. He baked all kinds of candy, such as caramels, fudge, and peppermints. Candy making became his life's passion, and he knew it was what he wanted to do forever. Hershey's mother was Hershey's biggest supporter. She taught Hershey, "It's important to challenge yourself until you win." The advice got deeply ingrained in Hershey's mind and kept him on track throughout his journey. After working at Lancaster Confectionery Shop, Milton decided to start his own candy business at the age of 19. A loan from his Aunt Mattie of about $150 allowed him to start up the business. He decided to open a shop in Philadelphia. Additionally, he sold nuts, ice cream, and all kinds of candy. Despite Milton's best efforts, he failed to figure out how to make money from his business. He soon ran out of money and had to close up shop. But he didn't give up easily. After moving to Denver, Colorado, he got a job with a candy manufacturer and learned how to make the tastiest candy with fresh milk. Then he again opened up a candy shop in New York. Sadly, this shop also failed. Once again, returning to Lancaster, Milton opened another candy store. This time he made only caramels. In 1886, Hershey set up the Lancaster Caramel Company, which was an immediate success. This caramel company became a huge success. And as Milton expanded his candy-making empire, he had to open up new factories and branches all over. With his newfound wealth, he became a wealthy man. As a result of this company, he was able to launch many successful ventures in the future. Though Milton had achieved huge success with his invention, he had an even better idea: chocolate. After selling his caramel business for $1 million, he put all his efforts into making chocolate. He wanted to build huge chocolate factories where he could make affordable, delicious chocolate for people of all income levels. His idea was to build a factory in the country. But where would his workers live? Several dairy farms were nearby, so Hershey could readily get fresh milk for his milk chocolate. From the profits of selling Lancaster Caramel Company, Hershey acquired 1,200 acres of land that was the ideal location for his dairy operation. At the World's Columbian Exposition, held in Chicago, 1893, he saw really advanced machinery by J.M. Lehman for making German chocolate, and he decided to buy it for his company. His company built a full-scale chocolate manufacturing plant, from roasters for cocoa beans to pressers for molten chocolate. Hershey declared that the caramel business was the latest trend, and he paid $20,000 for every piece of equipment Lehman had on display. He took the machinery with him when he left Chicago. 1900 marked the first time Hershey's chocolates were sold. After Hershey's Kisses became very popular in 1907, Hershey's Bar with almonds followed the next year. Aside from building a large factory, Milton chose to build a town instead. His friends thought he was insane. However, Milton didn't seem to care. Having gone ahead with his plan, Hershey, Pennsylvania was built. In addition to homes, a post office, churches, and schools were located in the town. It was a great success for the chocolate company. Within a few years, Hershey's chocolates became the world's most well-known chocolate. In addition to being a good candy maker and a dreamer, Milton Hershey had good business sense and learned from his mistakes. His first chocolate product was a milk chocolate candy bar. The fact that he made so many of them meant he could sell them for a low price. Everybody could afford chocolate because of this. Hershey was now known as the Chocolate Man. Aside from hiring good employees and marketing his chocolates, Milton also invested in other aspects of chocolate production, such as sugar production. Milton and Kitty couldn't have children together. Through his millions, he invested in a school for orphaned boys called Hershey Industrial School. Hershey opened a Hershey Park in 1907 that consisted of public transport that was both affordable and accessible, public education, and ample recreational opportunities for his employees. Over time, trains and trolley cars were used to transport visitors around the park. Milton's factory still resides at Hershey Park, where the sweet aroma of chocolate fills the streets. Apparently, the factory is easy to find. You only need to follow your nose. Now, did you know Milton, along with his wife, was due to board the Titanic, a famous ship that sank, but he canceled the trip at the last minute. Additionally, he even deposited $300, but had to change plans due to an urgent business matter. When the economy struggled and Hershey was near the end of his life, he continued to give generously. To keep his townsmen employed during the Great Depression, Hershey sparked a mini boom in construction. In addition to a large hotel, the company also ordered the construction of an office building and community center. Hershey supported the country's military efforts during World War II by supplying Ration D bars, a special non-melting bar, and the better-tasting tropical chocolate bars. Hershey offered $20,000 in 1935 to each of the town's 5 churches to help them alleviate the suffering from the Depression. He also established the M.S. Hershey Foundation, which supports local educational and cultural causes in the same year. Hershey Gardens, a major botanical garden completed in 1942, was one of the foundation's first projects. Additionally, the foundation built the Hershey Theater, a community archive, and a museum commemorating Milton Hershey's life and accomplishments. Despite the death of his wife Kitty, Hershey never remarried and was said to carry a picture of her wherever he went. Milton Hershey donated his entire fortune, which included his $60 million ownership stake in the Hershey Company at the time, to the Hershey Trust, which administers the school trust. As a result of the work ethic he learned from his mother, Hershey continued working well into his 80s. On October 13, 1945, Hershey passed away in Pennsylvania. But his company, the Hershey Corporation, continues to thrive today and sell its products worldwide. In his will, Hershey left behind only his home and furnishings, with very little personal wealth. Everything else he owned was given away. Hershey's has now expanded into 60 countries worldwide and continues to grow by leaps and bounds. Every year, thousands of people visit Hershey's town to visit Hershey Park and also learn about the history of the famous chocolate brand. It's safe to say Hershey's is changing the way chocolate is consumed, and it will continue to do so. We hope this glimpse into Hershey's story inspired you to go beyond just eating a chocolate bar. The message encourages you to learn more about perseverance despite failure. We thank Milton Hershey for refusing to give up. Your success has benefited the world in a way that very few of your fellow citizens can even dream of, and you've not hurt anyone. We really appreciate your love for staying till the end. Subscribe to our channel for more inspirational videos, and don't forget to like this video.